Hi, welcome to Simple or Not Kitchen. My name is Melissa Sainode, and today we are taking these boring avocados and we are turning them into a rich and creamy, delicious chocolate dessert. And even though we're sneaking some healthy vegetables into our dessert, no one's gonna know they're there. We're going to start with 2 avocados. And to that, we are going to need some cream. We're also going to be using some cocoa powder, some sugar, a little bit of chocolate chips, and we also need some vanilla. And of course, I am using heavy cream in this. You could use a milk substitute if you prefer. Coconut cream would be a nice alternative. The same goes for sugar. I'm using regular sugar. You could, of course, use your favorite sugar substitute. And basically, this recipe couldn't really be any easier. There's no cooking involved in this. We're going to simply take the fruit from the avocado and we are going to put it into a food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you could do this in a blender if you prefer. You could also just use a regular masher and mash it by hand or use an emulsion blender. Anything to just sort of mash these ingredients together. So basically, we are just going to go ahead and throw everything into the food processor, then we're going to turn it on. And when I started the food processor, I started it on low, and it did okay on low, but it wasn't breaking up all the bits of avocado. You can kind of see them sort of swimming by a little bit, so I did turn it up on high, and I let it on high for probably about maybe 30 seconds, and then it was finished, and it was this super creamy consistency. Now, you could eat it like this, right? Like this, it has the consistency of sort of a chocolate mousse, and again, you can't tell that avocado is in there. But we want this to be sort of like a frozen treat, so we are going to go ahead and put it into a freezer container. We're just going to take it out of our food processor container and put it into the freezer for about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what type of a consistency you want with your frozen treat. And so into the freezer it goes. And let me tell you, this is super delicious. That little bit that was left in the food processor container, I nibbled all that. I ate it all up. It was so good. But after about an hour in the freezer, here's how it is. It has more of the consistency of ice cream. It's so delicious. And again, you'll never know that avocado is in there. And I've seen this same recipe with bananas in it as well, so you could add a few bananas in there also. Either way, it's a nice way to sneak a little bit of extra avocado into your diet. If you give this recipe a try, let me know how it turned out. You'll find more recipes, article, and video at PenalCentral.com.